Going live. Right. It's nice. It's Friday. I went to Poland and I got this. Krupnik Old Liquor. I haven't actually had this since the 1990s. A friend of mine sent some for me from Poland. If I remember correctly, it's supposedly honey liquor of some kind. And I'm not going to use my uranium glasses. I got Edvard Blom shot glasses. Edvard Blom is a saint, a hero from Sweden, an extremely fat guy who likes good food and good alcohol. And this has the motto, what does it actually say? Everything good and far too much of it, or something like that. And I got a beer glass from him as well. It says every calorie that's not alcohol is a wasted calorie. So we'll see. Cheers. How strong is this? It's only 38% alcohol content. Well, only, I guess. It's pretty much the same as vodka or something. But it's liquor. It doesn't really taste that much of a honey. I can't read Polish. I don't know what this is. But it's good. It's good. This is much better than Jägermeister or something. And it actually looks kind of fancy as well. Yeah, so I went to Poland. Me and the missus, we visited a bunch of museums, churches, all that good stuff. And I also shot some machine guns. Since I've been sick pretty much until now, I haven't emptied my phone of video content, so I haven't even put it on my computer yet, so I haven't started editing. But I've been fine for 2 days. So after my cold went away, what's it called in English? Sömnparalys in Swedish. Sleep paralysis. So just as you go to sleep, you get the REM sleep mixed into when the brain paralyzes your body and you're still awake. So I can lay down in bed with my eyes open and have extreme hallucinations and anxiety, which sucks. It's like a psychosis in sleep or something. And oh there, if you can bottle that shit and torture terrorists with it, it will be very successful, because that shit is horrible. Conrad wants to know where in Poland. Warsaw. So who's with us? Noble Carl, hello. Nordan, Fallweather friend, Plop, Sick, Daisy Cutter, Greg, Hitch, Panzer, Orfalk, Conrad, Captain, Nitro Smokeless, Blood Eagle, Tobias, Normal Citizen, Fallweather friend, Alfred Marcus. Yeah. So yeah, that is a shitty thing to have. Sleep paralysis. Imagine laying in your bed and you can't move, you can't talk, you can only see, and all the demons of hell starts to crawl all over you, insects and shit, and yeah, it's horrible. And it fucks up your sleep. So yeah, some nights I wouldn't be too scared to fall asleep again. So I've been like a walking zombie. I had it last night as well, but it wasn't that bad, so I managed to get a full night of sleep. So I'm pretty okay right now. But yeah, just Google sleep paralysis and you'll have nightmares about nightmares. Alrighty. So yeah, I haven't even fired my Ruger yet. I made an appointment with myself to go fire it and make some video tomorrow and see what I can do. I haven't bought an optic for it yet. I want an LPVO. But I went and upgraded this S23 to the latest S24 with the AI shit on it and all that. So now I'm poor again, so I can't afford an LPVO. So I'm only using a red dot on the Ruger right now. So we'll see what kind of accuracy I can get with a red dot. Not that much, but I will get to fire it at least. David O'Connor, hello from an Irishman in Sweden. Well, cheers for Ireland, I guess. God damn it, this Krupnik is insidious. It doesn't taste like alcohol, it's just good stuff. But it's still like 38% alcohol content, so and it goes down far too easily. Should we check out the news? Let me do like this. So this guy went to the police. So according to his story, some gang members forced him to store machine guns for them. So what gangs usually do is they don't keep their machine guns in their apartments or on their persons. They have some poor schmuck to carry them for them. And this guy got cold feet after 2 days. He went to the police with a bag of machine guns. And as thanks from the Swedish system, he was sentenced to 2 years in prison. Yeah, he tried to do the right thing. He got 2 years in prison. So yeah, that's the way it is. If I were him, I would have just... I don't know what I would have done. I don't know. He would have been fucked. So a police looked wrong on the fire selector on his MP5 and shot a shot. According to his story, he had a fire selector unsafe and was going to dry fire it or something in a ditch or whatever. And a shot went off, a negligent discharge. Idiot. You're not supposed to do that in any case. Just remove the magazine, check the chamber, and then you're done. So yeah, he failed on multiple accounts. So he lost 5 days of salary for that. If I did that, I would probably be this guy for 2 years in prison. One law for them, another law for us. So this is funny. A police officer is prosecuted for gun crime, but he gets to keep his job. And it's what I've been talking about before. This police officer had a privately owned handgun, and we need to renew the license every 5 years, and he was late with the paperwork. And that's a gun crime. That's a gun crime, same as this guy. 2 years in prison. But he gets to keep his job because apparently the police internal review assholes recognize that this is a bullshit paperwork crime. That's not a real crime. There is no victim. This police officer tried to follow the rules, but managed to be late by a day or two or whatever with the paperwork. So it's not a real crime, it's a paperwork crime. So you gotta keep his job. I can't argue with that. This shouldn't be a crime at all anyway. So a hunter is sentenced because he lost his firearm. So this is just pure negligent. He put it on his next to his car and at a gas station and forgot it there and drove away. Yeah, that's his bad. So Pierre Clerté, our Lord and Savior, wrote an article here. The too long didn't read about this is the police will get a secret handbook. Secret because you can't get access to it. And they will update the secret handbook any way they please, and that will regulate how they will handle gun licensing in Sweden. So you used to have something called FAP 553-5 or something, or -1 perhaps it is, whatever. And we could read what rules were, how they were supposed to handle gun licensing. That's going away. They're going to make a secret book of it instead and do whatever the fuck they want. And then they're going to reference the secret book, and we have nothing to say about it. Fuck that. So this isn't specifically about guns, but some old man went to the doctor. They took some tests, I guess liver values or something, and they saw that he basically takes a glass of wine to dinner each day. Not a big deal in France, but in Sweden, when a doctor sees this guy has never driven too fast, never driven under influence of alcohol or anything else. He's never committed a single crime in his entire life. He's basically the most law-abiding taxpayer in Sweden. So the doctor saw his liver values, that he took a glass of wine to dinner each day, and called him an alcoholic. If you have more than 2 beers a week in Sweden, you are officially an alcoholic. And if the doctor sees this, they are allowed to go to the transport agency, Transportverket, and just take your driver's license. So he lost his driver's license because he took a glass of wine to dinner each day. And why I'm mentioning this is because it is the same thing for gun owners. If a doctor sees you and takes your liver values and sees that you take a glass of wine to dinner each week or something similar, then you will lose all your gun licenses and you won't get them back because you're an alcoholic, even though you never committed a crime or anything like that. So just so you know, if you need to give your liver values to the doctor or something similar, give blood samples to a doctor, make sure to don't drink or anything a couple of weeks before that. So at least preferably a month before that, so your liver values are as stable as possible. So yeah, I'm gonna give a PSA test in early March because basically every male person in my family has had what's it called? Well, a form of cancer anyway. So I need to give some blood. So I'm not gonna drink anything a good while before that, just because I'm paranoid. I don't want them to grab my guns. So a 21-year-old has a gunsmith in his dad's little cottage. I don't know what actually happened here. So as far as I can tell, he never actually made any guns, but he got information and some tools at least to actually make guns. But the police is saying that he was gonna make guns. I don't know. So we'll see what kind of punishment this guy gets for thinking about making guns. Pre-crime. That's all the news. Let's see here. What is chat saying? Opinion of Spina red dots. Probably Chinese stuff. I have never heard of the brand. Any experience with the Bergara BXR? Bergara BXR, what's that? I know that Bergara makes really good rifles. Bergara BXR, is that like a 22? Is it a copy of the 1022 or something? I don't know anything about Bergara BXR, but it kind of looks like a 1022. Luxurious 1022. I don't know anything about it, but if it is compatible with like BX25 mags and stuff like that, it's probably going to be good. The 1022 is possible to make super accurate, and to be fair, the BXR carbon and 1020 and rifles like that, this looks pretty nice. I'm not sure about the cost of this, but this looks like a fully kitted 1022, so it's probably gonna be nice. Bergara makes good shit. Anders says, is the Ruger S4 okay for hunting? I don't know. I haven't even fired mine yet. Ask me next Friday. As long as it feeds ammunition correctly, I'm going to be satisfied. I've talked to people that says they get super good accuracy. Some people on YouTube says they get shit accuracy. I'm going to reload hunting ammo for mine, so I'm probably going to get really good accuracy because I'm going to load for the rifle, my specific rifle. So we'll see. I'll make some video series about that, since it's a very popular hunting rifle in Sweden. I guess I'm gonna buy some when I get an optic for it, a proper optic for it. Then I'm gonna do some accuracy testing. I'm just gonna go and fire some surplus ammo tomorrow and check function. Manga VBG90 says, doesn't the secret book from the police become a public document if you request it? No, that's the thing. Pierre Clerté has already inquired about this, and no, they will not release this document as a public document. We have a policy in Sweden where we can demand all documents from government agencies, basically, emails, whatever, but they want to keep this secret. So yeah, Mangan offentlighetsprincipen is apparently not applicable here, according to the police. They have specifically said this. G-Sky, more than 2 drinks per week, wouldn't most Swedes then be considered alcoholics? Yes. If everyone is a criminal, you can put everyone behind bars, you can take the guns from everyone that's uncomfortable, you can do whatever you want. So we have so many bullshit laws and rules in Sweden, so you're always going to break a law, you're always going to break a rule. So they can put anyone they want behind bars, they can pad their statistics, they can do whatever they want, they can put anyone that's uncomfortable behind bars, and they'll be a political prisoner. That is the way tyranny works. And on the flip side of the coin, the anarchy part of anarcho-tyranny, the actual criminals, the people actually brought here to vote for the Social Democrats, those assholes get to go free. An example of this is when they actually stole, what was it, like 10 Glocks or something? A bunch of Glocks anyway from Regeringskansliet. Basically the building where the government sits. When the socialists were in power back then, they stole a bunch of Glocks that was supposed to be used against terrorists or whatever. No one was ever sentenced for that crime. Everyone knows who did it, but no one's going to get in jail for it. They're totally incompetent. Fall Weatherfriend says, the 21-year-old wannabe gunsmith have a DVD with season 1 and 2 Seinfeld. Is that better or worse than FSB raiding your terrorist den and finding several copies of The Sims free? I don't know. I don't have the answer to that. But it is still hilarious. Niklas says, they found 78 guns and 2 tons of ammunition at a 78-year-old guy's place. Let's see how this ends. Yeah, so the thing with that is, that could be an old collector. So, he's 70 years old. He might have stopped collecting in the 1970s or something, and just still have all the cool shit. But back then, the license was just a piece of paper, and most of those licenses weren't really transferred to the digital system whenever that came around. So there's a shitload of licenses out there that isn't really represented in the system, and the police will just say it's illegal guns, but once upon a time it probably wasn't an illegal gun, so who knows. And that 2 tons of ammo might be super corroded as well and won't even work. Did you get the suppressor from Infotech? No, I did not. I haven't even checked my email if they kept in touch with me. Let me see if I got anything from Infotech. As I said, yeah, I got I still have the order from Dennis at Infotech. I got I paid for it. I got the this is your order email thing. I haven't gotten anything else from them, so I guess they're not done with the suppressors yet. So we'll see when that shows up. It was pre-production order, so we'll see when they're done. Viking 1 says the Glock thief is in Somalia or Kenya, as far as he knows. That could very well be true. Who knows? Did you order the 100mm version? Oh, I removed the email, but I ordered the version. If it was the 100mm, I don't know. I ordered the version they recommended for the Ruger SFAR, so it might have been the 100mm version. G-Sky, more reasons for Sweden to adopt the Swiss or American style gun laws. Initial permit or background check, but no license to own. Yeah, that would be very nice. I do not like having my ownership in license, in some database. I had a good long talk with the gun owners in Poland, and concealed carry is perfectly legal in Poland, and I did see some guys carrying a Glock in Warsaw. And yeah, I wish I could have a CCW in Sweden. Would make me feel a little bit safer. The Noble Car wants to know, have you ever tried a HS9 Gen 2? It has a super nice trigger. No. HS9 Gen 2. What's that? Which one was that? Oh, that handgun. No, I haven't tried any HS9 as far as I know. No, I haven't tried that one. Is it that the same people who makes a bunch of semi-autos for Smith & Wesson? Panzer says they're banning swords in the UK now. They'll ban sharp sticks in the UK soon. Fuck UK. Tag 556, what's the process of ammo buying over there? If you mean Sweden, we just go to the store and buy the ammo we want. As much ammo we want as possible. Until the money runs out. Follow by the friend. Initial permit and background check, then no limits. My wallet can only get so empty. Yeah, well, take a loan. Scouser, hi Henrik, what's your thoughts about the Kel-Tec RFB 18 that Action Reaction Sports have? It looks cool. Let's have a look at that. Oh. So, which one did you say? RFB 18. There we go. Yeah, this if it's functioning, if it's actually functioning good, it's probably gonna be a fun rifle. But still, it's a Kel-Tec. Kel-Tec is known for making cool products that's innovative and all that good stuff, but might not be function-wise, might not be 100%. But yeah, still, this is a little bit too expensive for me to pay for a Kel-Tec. But I've seen 1,000 videos on YouTube of people shooting this, and it's been working fine. So for me, this is like a really fancy Steyr with a good ejection system. I think it just poops it straight down, if I remember correctly. And I like the design of it and all that. It looks cool. Just put a suppressor on it, and I don't remember if it has a selectable gas system though. Kind of needs it, but yeah, I think it looks cool. But there are so many cool rifles you can buy from Action Reaction Sports. Yeah, there's no end to the cool rifles they have. I'm still waiting for the license for my Perun that I'm getting through Action Reaction Sports. So this one would be cool as well. If you have it on a sport shooting license, and then you chop off the barrel, then you have some kind of poor man's HK, you know what I mean. But if you really hate money, go for the actual original PSG one. I think this is a Italian surplus one that the Italian special police used to have. But yeah, this is a pure collector's item. It's not actually shooting that well. It's not a good rifle anymore, but it's still super cool. And of course, you can get a Steyr AUG on a hunting license. Kind of expensive, but yeah, that's what it costs. The reason it's expensive is because we have a distributor in Sweden that puts some that wants some money, and then these guys buy from them, and they have to earn some money as well. So it's several hands before. So I bought my Steyr used, but this is a more functional one. For example, this one. If you get something like this is an actual modern rifle. You can see it has a shell deflector here. Mine doesn't. It has a bunch of rail stuff. You can put an actual real optic on it instead of the stupid one I get, the original one. And yeah, this is a real sport shooting rifle compared to mine. Mine is it's good for free rifle, as we call it in Sweden, fritivär, because I'm mainly competing against myself. I'm not good doing like IPSC rifle or something, but that would be perfectly fine for IPSC rifle or some more modern shooting sports. Yeah, whatever. Panzer says, weren't you thinking of expanding it to machetes and zombie knives? Yeah, those are banned already, right? Yeah, Magan says that as well. Booster says there's a 24-inch version of that, and you can put a long quad rail in front of the handgun. Looks really cool. Ooh. Oh, RFB ejects forward, or the BU ejects down. Okay, well, I trust you. Your thoughts on the Croatian VHS Springfield Helion? I've tried it, and I did not like the trigger. The AUG has a better trigger, but it is a more modern rifle. The length of pull is kind of awkward. It has okay controls. It's not a bad rifle. I'm not sure if you can fix the trigger on it. The AUG is fairly easy to fix the trigger on, so it's not totally shit. If you want a bullpup that's actually good, just get the Desert Tech semi-auto bullpup. That shit is awesome. You can probably get that as well from Action Sports. But they have Tavors and stuff as well. But yeah, well, it's, if you actually must have a bullpup, VHS is probably not a bad choice, depending on how much money you have. You can get a Tavor as well. What do you think about the new PCC 9mm from Daniel Defense? I have not seen anything about that yet, so I don't have an opinion. But Daniel Defense usually makes good stuff. It's probably overpriced for what it is. I don't know, if it's a regular blowback, then most things are comparable. If it's just a regular blowback, then there's a lot of stuff that might work as well. Botchbird says, question, I saw a company in the US that makes dice to make jacketed 223 bullet out of 22 long rifle cases. Is that illegal in Sweden? Corbin was the company name. Yes, it's legal in Sweden, and yes, I do have that. I have that product. And I've tried it, and it's horribly complicated and awkward to actually try to make something out of it. Last I tried was a long time ago, like 5 years ago or something, and I just gave up. And I can't make a YouTube video out of it because fuck YouTube. I might have made a YouTube video out of it and had to delete it. I must check. But I don't even remember when I tried that last. It was so long ago now. But what I managed to do was making a 22. You swage it, so you push in the lead into the casing and then you form it. And then you can calibrate it. So if you want an FMJ, you just push it all together. But if you can make a hollow point as well, so it doesn't push it all. So you take the casing, you push a pin in it, so you basically remove the rim of the 22 casing. Then you make either you cast or you get like a lead, soft lead. Yeah, I'm getting drunk now from the Krupnik. What we did anyway was we cast little lead dowels basically, and we pushed them into the casing and then we formed the casing. It's like a 5-step process or something to make really shitty bullets. They all keyholed for us because we never could get it to run well. Yeah, you would save some money, like nothing at all from making it, but the effort to make this bullet, that's like total shit hit the fan situation when nothing is available, but you have like you can make a fire and you have just manual presses. Then you can make ammunition, but you still have to source the gunpowder and all that. So even if you run out of bullets and primers, I guess, then you still have to source the primers and gunpowder. There's no good well, I guess you could try to load with homemade black powder or something, but it's super hard to make that consistence, and yeah, you will blow up your gun in your face. Seems like 5-year licensing will be debated in Parliament on the 14th of February. Yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, check riksdagen.se and see what that's all about. What time is it? Oh, I've been yammering on for half an hour now. I'm not running out of Krupnik, but I am almost up to approximately 2 drinks this week. So I'm at my legal Swedish limit before I become an alcoholic. So I'm just going to drink this, otherwise they might come and take my guns or something. I'm actually not a big drinker. Just 1 or 2 beers a week, that's pretty much enough for me. I drink it because it tastes good. but yeah, everyone is an alcoholic in Sweden nowadays apparently. Well, that's it I guess for the alcohol tonight. If they ever banned SS109 green tips, Corbin would be the way to make your own. Yeah, perhaps. But green tips have some kind of steel core, don't they? So I don't know how you would make your own steel core. If you have a lathe or something, you can perhaps do something, or a tool steel or something. Just make a tiny little dart and put it in the top. It would be possible, of course, to make ammunition like that. Right, so I need to grab myself some dinner, and you guys have a nice weekend. I'll go test the Ruger SFAR tomorrow and make a video out of that as soon as possible, and you can see my experience with that. So as I said, I haven't fired it yet, so that's going to be fun. Wish me luck. Hopefully I didn't get a lemon. We'll see. Have a nice weekend. Cheers.